Om Bhairavaya Namaha. Om Hingudambikaya Namaha. Om Kamakyaya Namaha. Om Kalakalaya Vidmahe Kalatitaya Dhimahi Tannah Kala Bhairava Prachodayat. Namaskaram. Welcome to yet another video to know about our Ishta. So today we will talk about Chandra Grahan Sadhana as per the Tantra Shastra. This is happening on 14th of March. So moreover, this is also a even colliding, or we can tell like it is happening along with the Purnima, and this Purnima is also very special. Along with this, even the Holi is also getting added. So this is a very auspicious night, I can tell, which as sadhakas we can utilize this day. So before we go into the topic, let me explain you in Tantra Shastra, whatever we call it as Chandra Grahana, the lunar eclipse, is very powerful time for especially for the spiritual practices. It is written in a lot of scriptures also. What happens is during the eclipse, during the grahana, the influence of the material world become very weaker. Okay, and helping the spiritual seekers like a sadhakas, like Bhairava sadhakas, focus better on their practices to connect to their Ishta or Aradhya. So that is the reason it has always been said that apart from the four Ratris, which was explained in the previous video, we have two more days, which is actually like to do any kind of siddhis. It is like a cosmic energies which is very strong during these times, making the perfect for a mantra sadhana. Okay, or we can call it as mantra siddhi, or it can be a deeper meditation dhyana in such a way that actually you can actually raise your kundalini to the next level and connecting to your ishta, connecting to your aradhya, connecting to your bhairava, connecting to your aradhya devata. So basically this is a night. It is like solar eclipse as well as lunar eclipse, surya grahana and chandra grahana. Today in this video we will talk more about the chandra grahana. There are three tantra books, okay, which has written about the chandra importance of a chandra grahana. It is one is about the Gandharva Tantra. In Gandharva Tantra, it is mentioned that the sadhaka or the practitioner especially do the fasting in during the eclipse and stand near to the river till the waist and chant the your Ishtartha mantra, because in this particular day there is no Kilakam. There are only 6 days where Shiva in Tantra Shastra has removed the Kilakam, like we call it as the 6 days. Actually it is exceptional for any kind of a siddhis, especially to the mantra siddhi. These 6 days plays a very vital role. So in Gandharva Tantra, it is clearly been written that whoever do a fasting on the particular grahana, it may be Chandra Grahana or Surya Grahana, and stands in the mid of the river till the waist and chant the Daiva, Ishtartha Daiva Nama Smarane, it will give results to a very close, like you will become in a sadhana paddhati, you will become very intense, you will have a faster results on your siddhis. This is a articulation in the Gandharva Tantra. One more Mahanirvana Tantra. Even in Mahanirvana Tantra, it talks about like the importance of a special time for the rituals to perform during the grahanas, especially on Chandra Grahana or Surya Grahana. It is mentioned that directly any kind of spiritual practices can be performed. It can be like doing a nama japa or homa havana or the sadharana dhyana. It is also clearly written sadharana dhyana. Reason why they have mentioned as sadharana is, even if you don't know what meditation is, especially doing is sitting, closing your eyes, thinking about your ishta, thinking about your aradhya deva, thinking about your marga devata, automatically make you connected to him. So this is very clearly been articulated in Maha Nirvana Tantra. There is one more articulation which is actually a Prapanchasara Tantra. This particular Tantra, Prapanchasara Tantra, is the attribute to Adi Shankaracharya, especially various tantric rituals linked to the Grahana, especially the celestial events which happen like Surya, Chandra, as well as the Bhuloka when it get aligns. That's where actually the Grahana happens. It gives a detail on how to perform the meditation and the rituals during the time of the deepest spiritual transformation. So, um, Prapanchasara Tantra, I am not going to talk more about it, but I'm trying to give an articulation here. Like even Adi Shankaracharya has also articulated here that what is the importance of the Tantra, especially in the Grahana, especially it may be Surya Grahana or it may be Chandra Grahana. As today we are in a celestial event of Chandra Grahana, we will talk much more detail about this here. As I told you earlier, it is considered as highest potential in the spiritual practitioners, especially in the Tantra Sadhana Paddhati. So, whatever we call it as Grahana period, it is like a it influences like not only a material world, it reduces the material world and make the sadhaka to go one step closer to their ishta. Especially this cosmic energy, what it will do, it will actually make you to um, take your all the seven chakras, the energies moving from each seven chakras to the higher level. For example, if you are a sadhaka where you really don't know about the chakra, even if you do a sadharana dhyana, automatically you will get to know what is muladhara. Trust me, even to activate the Muladhara is not so easy because it has intense sadhana. Whatever we see today in the social media, that actually we will take your energy from Muladhara to the Sahasrara. Some chakra meditations are being done. You may feel the glimpse of it. Trust me, you will not be able to hold that energy, or it is not so easy to actually activate those chakras. There are certain tantra sadhanas which are included to activate even the one particular chakra in your body. So sadharana dhyana will actually make your energies to know that actually you have your chakras getting activated. Similarly, in case you are a sadhaka who have been performing about the Avarishta Bhairava for last 6 months to 1 year, automatically you will get to know a little bit of a sensation in your Mooladhara, and you will also, it has also been said, you will find a lot of heat in your body. And proposal for this is actually before doing any kind of a sadhana paddhati, you are supposed to invoke Mahaganapati. So Mahaganapati, especially he resides in Mooladhara. He is the only person actually who decodes the information. He is actually called a decoder of an energy levels. He is also a Ganadipati. So he will also ensure that the energy from each chakra is actually going to the next level. So any person who doesn't even know what the sadhana is, doesn't know even the meditation is, doesn't know even what is daiva is all about, even if he close his eyes, sit today in front of his daiva or his portrait of the photo or the idol of the deva, or going to the temple and sitting for a couple of minutes, automatically his energies during this particular cosmic energy levels make ideally for going the higher level. Mantra Siddhi, we will talk more about it. Perfection of the mantra, or attaining the perfection in the mantra, or a dhyana to invoke your ishta into a one step closer, whatever you know today. So, what like that? Here also there is several Tantra scriptures who have emphasized the significance of the sadhana, especially on this grahana. Apart from the three Tantra scriptures which I have told earlier, there are very clearly articulated about the grahana in Rudra Yamala Tantra, okay, which tells that actually any celestial events happening on the grahana magnifies the power of the mantra. It is written very clearly written in Rudra Yamala Tantra. Kali Tantra, it states that actually the sadhana performed during the grahana, it is 10 times more powerful. It is so powerful that actually even a one mantra nama japa or even one mala japa or one nama japa is equals to 10 times more. So in Kali Tantra it is very clearly been articulated. Before even approaching the Kali, my request to everyone would be, it is always better to take the grace of Bhairava. Unless grace of the Bhairava, unless you have written your sadhana paddhati for a minimum of 3 mandalas, it is not so easy to even approach the Kalima. Okay. One more, in Mahakali Tantra, it is very clearly articulated how Mahakali as well as Bhairava engages upasanas are being done especially during the grahana. It has been said that what are the steps actually we need to take care, how the sadhana need to be performed. It is articulated in the Mahakali Tantra. One more, Shakti Tantra and Vamachara Tantra. These are the two things which are normally being done during the Grahana, especially people to activate their Kundali, even if they don't know anything. As I told earlier, Sadharana Dhyana is also will make you to know that you have a Kundali and your energies are shifting to the higher level. That is the importance of it. And especially in Sanatana, like Chandra Grahana is, I would like to give you a little mythological information about this. Why is this Chandra Grahana important? I think you know about the Surya Bhanu. Surya Bhanu is none other than Rahu Ketu. So the story goes in such a way that actually there was a Samudra Mantana. During the Samudra Mantana, one of the Asura called as Sarvabhanu, he came and sat in between the group of the Devata, where actually the Vishnu as a Mohini Swarupa was trying to give a nectar, that is Amritam, to everyone. During this process of giving a nectar, Surya Deva as well as Chandra Deva, they both were able to identify that he is a Rakshasa who has took up the Vesha and he has sat in between the Devatas. So this was the coincidence. When they identified that actually he is a Rakshasa, immediately Mohini, as a Vishnu being a Mohini Swarupa, immediately he took a Vishnu Swarupa, took the Sudarshana Chakra and cut the body of a Sarvabhanu into two pieces. That's where actually it becomes as Rahu and Ketu, as he had already drunk the nectar, that is the Amritam. So automatically his body was split into two parts, the head part as well as the tail part. That is the reason even in an astrological way, Rahu and Ketu has been considered as very powerful entities in the nakshatra, in the grahana, as well as in the especially the planetary wise also they are considered as very powerful. Here they became a two different entities, head as a Rahu, tail as a Ketu. Here, that is the reason to take the revenge, or we can call it as that the Rahu took a promise that I will ensure that I will curse you for a day. So that is the reason this eclipses will happen. So that is the reason actually for he actually over ensures that actually he comes in between the Surya as well as Chandra. So that's the it's a revenge between the Rahu head now chasing to the sun as well as the moon, trying to swallow them, okay, which causes a Surya Grahana as well as a Chandra Grahana. So that is the storyline behind the mythological story. Why Surya Grahana, Chandra Grahana happens as per the mythological story ways. But when it comes to the sadhana, why Bhairava is sadhana is performed during the Chandra Grahana means very very important. Okay, as we being the sadhaka of Bhairava, especially Bhairava sadhana is recommended on the night of the Grahana. It is also in the morning we can do the sadhana paddhati, but night it plays very very vital role because it builds a strong connection between your tamasika as well as your satvika tattva. What that does means, there are certain ugra shaktis, we call it as ugra devatas, including Bhairava. Their energies are highly potent on this particular grahana, especially any kind of a destruction happening in you and around you will naturally get diluted. It may be tamasika, ugra, intense energy which is rising inside the sadhaka's behavior or thought process, making it idle to make that even nama japa of Bhairava will take over the your actions. um, Kalinga Rudra Shakti. This is one of a activation. Kalinga Rudra Shakti is actually a process. Actually, Bhairava governs being a time, being a Kala Bhairava, especially performing the fire rituals during a Chandra Grahana itself is a uh, deteriorated. Like it is very important because automatically your Agni Tattva in your body will be very very potent and it will make your energies much more higher. Even this particular Chandra Grahana, whatever is happening on 14th, is considered as a red blood. I will teach you or I will give you a little bit of information about what are the sadhana paddhati which can be followed. But before that, the activation information about Kalinga Rudra Shakti is also very very important. This is actually a Bhairava sadhana, which will make your energy connect between the Bhairava and then take way to the path of your cosmic energy shift to the highest level. There is a different deepest level of sadhana paddhati when it comes to the Kalinga Rudra Shakti activation, especially in sadhana in the Bhairava sadhana paddhati. There is one more like karmic dissolution, especially doing a sadhana, Bhairava sadhana during the Chandra Grahana. The karmic dissolution will happen even in Surya Grahana or Chandra Grahana. Basically, any kind of eclipses, it may be in the particular muhurta, it is not like a whole night, in the particular muhurta, the karmic energy suffering from the individual sadhaka or his graha dosha, whatever he is going through, even that can be diluted, that can be removed out. So just we need to ensure that the muhurta need to be taken care or observed very well in the panchanga before doing any kind of a sadhana of particular grahana. Other ways are like protecting from the negative energies between the spirits, especially asuras, different type of entities taking over your thought process or your body. Highly active during this grahana, they are very 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 active because they are also looking for their elevation of mm, their karma phala. It is not wrong, I cannot tell that actually these are actually the entities which are actually negative. Even they are, we as a human being, what we are trying to elevate ourselves, even the embodies like the entities and the spirits and the asuras, they will also being in their own realm or their own levels of realm, they will also try to identify the elevation of their karma phala into the next level. So their activity will be very very high during the grahana. So ensure that Bhairava, your Ishtartha Daiva Bhairava protection is being encapsulated against you as well as your loved ones, such that your sadhana towards influencing any kind of such spirits as well as asuric entities can be brought down. Normally you will also hear about the Kundalini activation as well as a control over your senses, especially the fear. So this is also right, especially doing a Bhairava sadhana on this particular grahana, especially on a muhurta, it will activate your Kundalini. As I told earlier, Sadharana dhyana can make you aware that actually you have a kundalinis, and your energies can be passed from each chakras. Okay, so that's how your life can be changed during doing a sadhana during the grahana, especially eclipses, surya grahana as well as chandra grahana. How bhairava sadhana benefits us, this sadhaka, or how actually we can take the our ishta into our life, is very simple. Especially he will remove the obstacles in our life, not only physically, mentally, is when even any kind of spiritual hindrance which is going to come up in the future, even he will remove those. Here, any kind of a mantra siddhi, accelerating the process of a mantra, it is the simplest way is japa. Doing a simple japa will enhance your connection with your daiva 10 times, 100 times. It is only about the bhavana which you are going to do with it. Okay, and it enhances your psychic power, developing the intuitions and the in the angelic therapies it is called as an clairvoyance as well as an astral travel. We call it as actually like traveling to your past life. This is a time which will, the portal will be much more clear such that actually you can easily travel. Even many of the reiki masters also utilize this particular muhurta to actually enhance their perception or a connection with the angelic loka, giving a fearlessness, abhaya, it is called as an abhaya. So Bhairava will give you a abhaya by removing the negativity and the strength. Your aura will become so strong that even the Nama Japa will make you more radiant as a person what you are. Karmic bondages, it will be burned out, it will be removed, and your spiritual growth is the must. So that's the reason our Ishtartha Bhairava sadhana, especially on the Grahana, is very, very important. And even it is a deepest sadhana paddhati. It can be like a methods are there to intensify the sadhana during the grahana, especially to talk about the Chandra Grahana. To make it as a very rare event, what you can do is during the muhurta. So each countries, each states, each places will be having a different muhurta. My request would be please see the Panchanga or check in your Google, where you will get to know about what is a muhurta at your particular place, state, or the country. What is the muhurta of the Chandra Grahana happening? Even if it is a partial Chandra Grahana, no worries at all. Even if the Chandra Grahana is not happening in your country or in your state or in your place, simple, make sure that after 8 o'clock till night 12, ensure that you cross 12 o'clock. Okay, 12 to before 2 o'clock, make sure that actually you perform the sadhana. Especially during the grahana, you're supposed to take a bath, head bath, that would be the best. And make sure that you apply the vibhuti or gandha on your forehead, because your agna chakra will be activated through it. And ensure that you have a black asana, pita, which is getting prepared. Red is very good. Black can be worn only if you have done a couple of mandala of sadhana, because there are chances that when you perform a grahana sadhana, especially when you wear black, your energies will be very, very high. So my request would be like, in case if you are initially starting, or if you have done your sadhana for last 1 or 2 years, and you have not completed your 3 mandalas, minimum 3 mandalas, and you can actually use a red color for your beneficial, or even the dark blue, but better would be red. There are mantras, basically Bhairava invocation mantras. So I will recite this mantra: Om Bham Bhairavaya Namaha. Bham is actually a bija mantra. Why I'm trying to tell you this is openly today, because there are 4 plus 2, the days which are the mantra would be self-activated. There is no need of Guru Diksha for any of the mantras on this particular day. So this particular mantra which I have told, I'm not going to recite again. Please ensure that this mantra is being said 108 times or 1008 times. Do minimum of 21 malas. or ensure that you complete 45 or 54. If you have a time or capability, do it for 108 malas. It is not so easy. Trust me, once you complete your 108 malas, your connection with your Ishta will become so high. Don't do it as a burden. Do it with a love. Do it within a such a way that it is a last minute of your life that you are calling him, asking him, and doing his Nama Japa in such a way that Brahma, before taking your body, he has given you 5 minutes. Think in such a way that actually you have just 5 minutes or a one day left in front of you, and you are doing a sadhana of him in such a way that he will ensure that he will make you life much more better and clear as whatever the situation you are going through. It may be any problems in your life. This is actually a abhaya. It will give you protection. This mantra, whatever I have told you, it will control over the time as well as a fear. It is a very powerful mantra. You may think that actually this is a very simple mantra. No, not at all. This is a very powerful mantra, especially during the 4 ratris as well as grahanas. I have given this mantra to you. Make sure this mantra has been done. And Bhairava sadhana should be done in the Rudraksha, especially in we also, it has been said black hakik mala we can use it, but no, I personally suggest that use Rudraksha mala. Do not purchase a Rudraksha mala in the somewhere. Make sure the authentic you purchase it from good people who are actually selling the genuine Rudraksha, which can be beneficial for you. Okay. What other can be done? You can actually use a Yantra sadhana. Yantra sadhana is simple. Batuka Bhairava Yantra would be the best for initially to start with. Even if you don't have anything Yantra sadhana, just draw the downside triangle, a round in between, and in between write as Bam Akshara in Hindi. This is Bhairava Tantra or Bhairava Yantra. This mantra as well as yantra will be activated. Even there are mandalas which is being written where actually Bhairava Yantra will be written, but this is the simplest way. Even writing in a simple paper, keeping near to the photo, and above than that you performing the puja or the havana will give you 10 times more results. So yantra sadhana in tantra is very important, as I spoke in the previous videos. Homa is very essential in case if you have been permitted with your situation as well as your circumstances allowing you to perform it. Many people will tell that I being in a outside of the country, I will not be able to perform it. No worries, it depends upon your circumstance. Choose which of the sadhana which you can perform it. And people whoever have a situation where actually they can perform this havana, performing havana with black sesame seeds, ghee as well as bilva leaves will give you a very beautiful results and connection with the Bhairava. Same mantra, no changes in mantra. Offering mustard seeds, red chilies, camphor, invoke Bhairava presence. These are very secretive information I'm trying to tell you, but do not perform this if you are a new sadhaka. As I told you, especially on the 6 days, 4 days of Ratri as well as Grahana, the energies of the external outer celestial, even the energies will be very high. So you need to be having that kind of a shield. It is called as an, you need to have a sadhana in such a way that you have that energy in case if some entities come in front of you. So make sure that actually if you have a feasibility, start with a simple one, doing a nama japa, offering the black sesame seeds, ghee as well as a bilva. Other things whichever I told you, try to avoid if you are a if you have not done your sadhana more than for 2 to 3 years. Moreover, this particular day, it deepens your meditation as well as visualization or connection with your daiva. So basically, Bhairava, Kala Bhairava appearing a furious form, holds a trident and with a flame surrounding him. I hope you, by closing your eyes, you will be able to know how exactly he looks like. Trust me, just by sitting, visualizing him in such a way that how he looks, how his padha looks, how his hasta looks, what are the what is he is holding, how the trident he is holding on which hand, how actually the vibhuti is being added, what are the rudrakshi he is wearing, how the sarpa is actually against his kanta, and how fire is getting as a jwala, flames surrounding him. You can actually visualize this for a couple of minutes. Trust me, your connection with him will be so beautiful, so beautiful. That is also will become a meditation on your um, just by visualizing your crown chakra will actually get activated. So trust me, it is so beautiful to visualize Bhairava just by sitting on this particular day. There are certain deepest level of sadhana which are being done, advanced sadhana like Vamachara as well as Aghora sadhanas. So especially on Chandra Grahan and Surya Grahana, this Aghora Tantra, there is a particular process in presence of Guru. Normally this Aghora Tantra has been done because this cosmic changes, whatever is happening, the cosmic void or the embrace of the darkness attaining towards a supreme with the knowledge of attaining to the highest level is very, very high. So Bhairava being in all the tattva, Satvika, Tamasika, Rajasika, according to your request and approach towards him, he will be able to grant you. So there are advanced level of sadhana which are being performed. Vamachara sometimes in Panchamakara sadhana it is being done, which is called as in 5 M's. Maybe in a different video we'll talk about this. But it is transcends the worldly illusions. It will make you very, very close to your Ishta. That is actually Vamachara, especially in Panchamakara sadhana. Siddhi attaining. So this is a very people would be very interested to know about this Siddhi attaining, or we call it as you get the Siddhi by performing this. Bhojana Nityam. These are also one of the things which need to be taken care. Bhojana Nityam meant to say like fasting during the Grahana is very, very important. Make sure that before 7 o'clock in the evening or before the sunset, make sure you have your dinner. Okay, let it be satvika food. Avoid non-veg. Ensure that actually, because the digestion will again take a very high. You can drink water, you can drink lemon water or any kind of if you are taking any kind of a medications, you avoid this. What you can do is ensure that after that 1.5 hour your stomach should be very empty, because during the grahana the changes of the food inside your stomach plays very, very vital role. If you are doing the upasana of Bhairava, especially during the grahana and doing his sadhana, doing the upavasa is very, very good. And if you are not able to, ensure that before 6 o'clock evening 6 o'clock you complete your dinner, and make sure that whatever the steps I have told you, follow the steps. And after that is grahana, if it is a partial, as I told you, after 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock of your sadhana padati, you can have the water or the lemon water and you can go for the sleep. This night is not just other nights. Okay, Chandra Grahana is an extraordinary period for Tantra Sadhana, especially for the Bhairava Sadhana Paddhati. It is very, very essential. It will make you to connect with him very beautifully. Through the practice of Bhairava Sadhana, the steps whichever I have told you, the simple steps, you can follow this, and your spiritual energies and the connection between your Ishta, your Aradhya, your Margadevata will be very, very, very easy for you. Follow the rituals whichever I have told you. If you're not able to, if you are regularly doing your Ashtami sadhana, same pattern, follow the same pattern, but ensure that you face towards south, because south is where the such kind of sadhana paddhatis are being done. Let me underline, you are supposed to face south and perform the sadhana on this particular day, because it will take you to the one step closer to the moksha, because south is governed by Yama, as well as it is also Um, the we call it as in the Panchamukhi Hanuman. South is where actually the Tantra face of the Hanuman is being decided. So for any kind of a Siddhis, see Siddhi cannot is not supernatural. It is somewhat like you are getting mastery of it. Even if you want to get your vaka, your voice, or you are doing any kind of a practices in your life, this is a day where your Siddhis can be enhanced to the next level. You can become the master of whatever you're trying to do, whether you're focusing on the Nama Japa or Havana, Homa, Yantra Puja, or even to activate your Kundalini. As I told you, visualizing him completely as a Swarupa and taking your energies to the next level. Unparalleled, it's an opportunity for all of us as a sadhakas for deepen our connection between our Ishta. It is not only inner transformation, your external divine connection and your external situation in your life will be changed away. And would you, in case if you want any kind of a guidance, please watch the video for the second time in a slow pattern such that actually you understand the paddhati. Do not rush. Understand the paddhati, the advanced technique or the information which I have shared here, and try to connect with our Ishta. He is always there for us to support us. So with this note, uh, I'll conclude this video. Om Bhairavaya Namah. Om Hingulambikaya Namah. Om Kamakyaya Namah. Om Kalakalaya Vidmahe Kalatitaya Dhimahi Tannah Kala Bhairava Prachodayat. Om Hingule Paramahingule Amrita-rupini Tanu-shakti-mana-shive Shri-hingulaya Namah. Om Kamakya-varade Devi Nila-parvata-vasini Tvam Devi Jagatam-matram Yoni-mudre Namostute. Namaskaram.